Hello everyone and now welcome. Welcome to a game between Chaemiko versus Hitman, this game taking place here on Last Refuge 1.4. Gonna go ahead and speed things up just a little bit, no need to watch peasants walking back and forth. Well, maybe you do, as Chaemiko is opening up with a blacksmith, altar of kings, and then a barracks. Not your traditional build at all, looks like it will be paladin rifleman. Meanwhile, we're looking at the other side here, Farseer opening up with war mill and a barracks. That most likely means it will be headhunters, Farseer, as things are getting to that 2-minute mark. It is going to be paladin rifle going up against Farseer headhunters, as I have not seen this paladin build being used against orc in quite some time. Very curious as to how things are going to translate. And you also notice that Chaemiko purposely building these farms now further in the back to block any running around in the back, as opposed to building it in the front. You may be wondering what the deal is with that. It has to deal with, well, Farseer being able to drop those spirit wolves, being able to slip by anyways. So having a little bit more of an open location actually allows the rifleman to get into position just a bit better. Ensnares go down, gloves of haste picked up by the paladin. Gonna finish off the remainder of this creep camp. Riflemen are here ready to go, firing those shots. A nice blast of holy light, saving one of those poor peasants. Now, what is the paladin's long-term strategy hoping to be here? Rifleman now heading back off to the other side. Paladin purposely walking in a different direction, as the Farseer getting in some headhunter creeping as well. Farseer has multiple wands of illusion, oddly enough. Gonna go ahead and try and take things down there. There's a resummoning once more, as the paladin now shows up to the party, trying to get in a little bit of, well, perhaps damaging hits. Paladin still only sitting at level 1. Could try and burst down some of those spirit wolves, as there's triple riflemen going up against double or soon to be triple headhunters, as that third headhunter now double backing around the other side. Scout tower already upgrading to an arcane tower here. Tech to tier 2 has begun and is well underway. Tech to tier 2 just started for Chaemiko, as the Farseer looking to perhaps build on his experience advantage with some aggressive creeping. Rifleman and Paladin actually going after these Murloc creep camps here. The Paladin may be able to get to level 2 off of this creep camp here, but that is a lot of poison damage being spread across multiple Riflemen, which is difficult for the Paladin to try and heal. Healing up a single target is easy. Trying to heal up multiple targets with the Paladin, a little bit more difficult, as that illusion is just taking a bit of target practice and now walking away. Farseer very close to level 3 here, also has a large number of wands of illusion. Could try and make a much larger army, and well, a larger army just appear out of nowhere, as the Farseer does want to get to level 3 for those level 2 wolves. Level 2 wolves will definitely translate into a lot more damage, especially on these medium armor riflemen, as the Paladins quickly goes after this Ogre Magi. Wolves going to be summoned here and now start perhaps getting in some critical strikes. There, Chain Lightning Steel, as the Paladin unable to get that last blow. There's a Holy Light right there trying to absorb up some of that damage here. That one rifleman down to 95, 80 hit points. There's a Holy Light trying to be saved. Is he going to be able to double back around through? As you can see, a little bit of that damage being absorbed consistently. There's another Holy Light, as that Paladin, if it was level 3, level 2 Holy Light would have made a drastic difference overall, as the ensnares go down onto the rifleman, causing a bit of problems once more. All right, Chaemiko getting a little bit of an unlucky break right there. Great play by Hitman, getting in that Chain Lightning in order to absorb a bit more damage. Rifleman comes in with a single blast and now trying to back away. There's a Wand of Illusion and now some Spirit Wolves, as a beautiful surround right there. There's a Holy Light to try and save, and another Wand of Illusion being brought forth. Great use of the Wand of Illusion in order to get a 4-unit surround. All right, Paladin now in trouble, trying to retreat back here. Rifleman trying to retreat back still. 33 supply compared to 38. And Hitman is just playing out of his mind right now, as the Paladin now finally gets up to level 3 with level 2 Holy Light to try and save up a bit of damage. All right, are we going to see that low hit point Rifleman be able to back away? We should be able to see exactly that. Rifleman now purposely hiding underneath that arcane tower to protect itself from those spirit wolves. Paladin quickly uses Clarity Potion, but what is this? That Farseer has ideas of disrupting healing, and that is perhaps one of the most effective ways to use the Wand of Illusion. Hero units, or excuse me, yeah, units still are disrupted for that, well, regeneration abilities such as Healing Salves and Scroll of Regeneration. All right, a great bit of micro right there, and foresight knowing that a Scroll of Regeneration was used in order to heal up some of those riflemen, as we're now looking at the units now attempting to back away. All right, ensnares going down across as well. All right, Paladin sitting at level 3 still. Is he going to be able to continue to heal? That is the question. Perhaps trying to go after all of these remaining units. He has plenty of mana, should be able to easily Holy Light some of his own units here, as the Farseer is trying to rack up a little bit of damage. No, but the Paladin gets the item there. All right, continuing to take a lot of that damage here once more. Paladin still able to heal up all of these units pretty easily and consistently. There's another Holy Light, as the Paladin still has plenty of mana and now is fighting alongside a Blood Mage. The Blood Mage giving mana to that Paladin. That Paladin is then going to perhaps give that mana back to the remaining riflemen here once more, as we're going to be going into a slight engagement here. All right, there's some siphon mana. Tauren Chieftain losing just a hair's bit of mana, as the Blood Mage, well, ends up negative on that trait. Paladin sitting at level 3 has a large amount of armor with Ring of Protection +3 right there. Coming back around, we are getting Priest in order to heal up as well. And we're going to be going into a slight engagement once more. Blood Mage wants some mana, but doesn't have anything to really siphon away from. Paladin now making its way over. Who's going to take in some damage? There's that siphon mana away from that Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain breaks the link by causing a little bit of separation. Meanwhile, Paladin taking quite a bit of damage here. There's some more siphon mana, but a Tauren Chieftain puts his foot down. Rifleman shooting his way back out of this spot here again, as the Tauren Chieftain still absorbing a large amount of damage. Priest siphon mana away from the Farseer now. Units are just simply trying to retreat back. Any grunt's going to get taken down. There goes one Forest Troll Trapper. Another low hit point grunt will live to fight another day as it backs up. Hello, Burrow Rush. How are you doing? Paladin sitting at level 3 has plenty of mana. Blood Mage sitting at level 1 has a decent amount of mana. And now we see peons down here into the battle as well. All right, Scroll of Speed coming in from Hitman. Hitman trying to cause some problems. Big Holy Light onto the Blood Mage. Blood Mage, Lightning Shield, Tauren Chieftain going to rack up a lot of that damage. The peons are just there to try and cause a bit of traffic. Scroll of Town Portal, as Chaemiko realizes this is just not a favorable spot whatsoever, trying to teleport on out and able to do exactly that. Couple of peasants brought into the battle as well. Tauren Chieftain, however, in that frontline spot, and that level 2 ability with that endurance aura really making a big difference on top of that Scroll of Speed to get units into position and cause a bit of a traffic jam. Tauren Chieftain now looking to get to level 3. Farseer looking to back away, as a Bestiary finally being added here. All of the production and all of the units we saw were from that one Spirit Lodge here and this one barracks. Tauren Chieftain now sitting at level 3, as all of these illusions are just looking around to see what exactly is going on. We also see a health stone now on that Paladin, so that Paladin gonna have a very, very good time at being able to stay alive, as he has a way of healing himself up back as well. All right, funneling some mana back into that Priest. Blood Mage still needs to get up to level 3, perhaps for level 2 siphon mana. A faster connection to try and drain out your opponent's mana there. Meanwhile, Hitman doing a great job using the healing wards, clearing out a relatively difficult creep camp, and is going to be in a great position, as he'll be full on health after clearing up this spot. Level 4 Farseer, level 3 Tauren Chieftain, Kagar's Pipe of Insight, giving a bit of bonus mana as well, as that's exactly what the Tauren Chieftain needs. Orc Burrows, however, do not have the fortified armor upgrade, as we are looking at, slight armor upgrades on the other side here. Trying to use that high ground advantage. Tauren Chieftain going to go ahead and put his foot down. Kodo Beast going to easily chomp down on a rifleman, but that is going to burst it down quickly as well. Chain Lightning still bouncing around, as the peons now coming in from the far back. Blood Mage does have a Scroll of Healing, Paladin. There's a healing ward that's quickly shot down there as the Torrent Chieftain now out of mana. Are we going to get the Dispel Magic? Lightning Shield ripping through many of those lower hit point units. Scroll of Healing still could be used here. A lot of units in the back here as the Paladin continue to try and fight. Scroll of Healing, no. Holy Light to try and save as well, as there is still multiple healing going around. Siphon mana away from that Farseer, trying to shoot down one of these Riflemen down to 30 hit points. Is he going to finally get taken down? No. Scroll of Healing keeps him alive, as we are now looking at the Headhunters just trying to focus down some more units. More Lightning Shield coming back across as the Blood Mage now sits at level 3. So much Lightning Shield, so much healing as both healing scrolls have been used. Holy Light continuing to try and fight as Chaemiko's inkillable army just able to survive after such a long battle. 55 supply compared to 39. All of the priests were taken down. More priests need to join in back out onto the battlefield, as we're looking at a Kodo Beast, who dines and dashes there. Scout Tower now being built up onto the high ground. Orc Burrows being pressured. Hitman could be in serious trouble, but there is no Scroll of Town Portal to try and back out of this spot here. Siphon mana, Torrent Chieftain, unable to put his foot down in time, as he wanted to stop that break there. Meanwhile, Chain Lightning coming back across. Rifleman continuing to fire, as there is plenty of peasants to try and heal up. Perhaps building up an arcane vault up on the high ground would be a beneficial proposition. All right, 44 over 52 supply. We could be looking at negative supply here, as Hitman now going to be in trouble and unable to train up any additional units. Priest now joining out in here onto the battlefield, as we are looking at, minimal home field advantage for Hitman. Peons now making their way back over. All right, Rifleman Stomp coming back across, buying that potion of mana just in time, but still unable to finish off anything, as there was a Holy Light in time on the focused fired unit. All right, Arcane Tower up onto the high ground here, continuing to try and fight here, as that Arcane Tower going to come on a line and cause some problems, going after some of these other units here as well. Guard that Arcane Tower blasting away, removing much of the mana, and a little bit of that home field advantage now brought by Chaemiko's Arcane Tower here once more. More fighting underway. 57 supply compared to 35. Hitman not throwing in the towel, but it is going to be a definite uphill battle, short of one of the heroes suddenly getting bursted down. Rifleman getting caught in transit, trying to wander around back here, but even with perhaps a level 4 Torrent Chieftain, it's not going to be enough. One additional, level or skill level of Endurance Aura not going to be enough to really come back over the top. With that said, in comes the game. The game closing, as Hitman unable to finish off or unable to stop that pressure there. A beautiful game. Overall score very close to each other, going back and forth, but the amount of healing and timing, the micro on those Holy Lights, and even with stronger positioning for Hitman throughout much of the game, he was just unable to finish off any units, allowing Chaemiko to eventually take the hero level or neutralize that hero level advantage and item advantage. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.